taking Colleen off life support? Are you sure?
No, honey, I'm not sure. I will never know if
Sweetheart, you said it yourself. That's not Colleen lying there.
I know. I know. My baby's gone. It's just that there were so many things that I never got a chance to say.
You wanted to see me?
Doctor, after a lot of soul searching, I've decided that it's not fair to my daughter to keep her alive by artificial means.
I believe you're doing the right thing, Mrs. Connolly.
So what happens now?
I imagine you'll want to call relatives, friends, perhaps consult with clergy. The hospital does offer grief counseling if that's something that you would be interested in. And please, take as long as you need to say goodbye.
How can I say goodbye to my only child?
What's wrong? Is it Dad?
The doctors put in that pump that they told us about, but it's only a temporary measure.
Your father needs a heart to survive.
Transplant?
Without it, he won't last a week.
We'll give you some privacy.
You were like a sister to her. And I really appreciate you helping me realize that we have to love her enough to let her go.
Any change?
Yeah. Family flew in a couple of specialists, and the doctors all agree that Colleen's brain went without oxygen too long.
I'm so sorry, Billy.
Can we see her?
Tracy and Steve took Abby to the chapel, and Lily's in there now.
Even though the IABP, the balloon pump is doing its job, his heart is functioning at a lower level than we'd like.
Is that something that will correct itself?
I'm afraid not. His condition will continue to deteriorate.
What are you doing to get him a new one?
I have contacted our transplant coordinator about putting him on the list.
What do you mean he's not on it yet?
No, it's not automatic. There are certain criteria that he needs to meet.
The man is dying. What more criteria do you need?
I assure you, I am doing everything that I can.
Then do more.
I will get back to you as soon as I know something.
You hang on, Victor. I promise you, we won't let you down.
Grandpa, my dad, my sister. Why do I keep losing the people I love?
I don't know. But you're right, it's not fair.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, I'm scared too.
What if Victor dies too?
Don't worry about that, honey.
I'm worried about my mom, Uncle Billy.
Jack got her out of here. He's watching over her. She's okay.
My heart hurts so much. I don't know what to do.
Honey, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry you have to learn this, but it's a cold fact of life. That if you live long enough, people you love are gonna die.
Maybe the people with nobody to begin with are better off.
Do you really believe that? Would you give up all the times you spent with Cece just because you're hurting now? I wouldn't. I know Tracy wouldn't.
Neither would I. She was the best big sister in the world.
Yeah. Well, she was neck and neck for best niece.
Are you warm enough?
No, I can ask the nurse for another blanket. Does he want?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm gonna step outside and check in with the sitter.
Okay, sure.
Would it take a long time to find a new heart?
Dad, you let us worry about that, all right? You always found ways to make the impossible happen. And so will we.
You better believe it, Dad.
How's Reed?
Gabby said he's been crying his little eyes out. Nothing she does seems to help.
It's no wonder. He hasn't seen either one of us in days.
I mean, he loves Gabby, but still.
I think you need to go be with him.
All right, well, you'll call me if anything changes. I left my keys in Victor's room.
Victoria, how's your father doing?
How'd you know that?
Hey, it's all over the news.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hope he's doing well.
Thank you.
Yeah, the thought of losing a parent, in such a violent way, that's gotta be excruciating. I'm sorry.
It is.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I just didn't expect someone like you to understand.
There's probably a lot about me that you don't know.
It's been so great. How many of Colleen's friends have stopped by?
We're not the only ones that loved her.
Don't talk about her like she's already dead. Oh, sweetie, he didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. See, I understand. Everybody's nerves are raw.
I keep hoping that I'll just wake up at the ranch and this will have been some terrible nightmare.
I know what you mean, kiddo. I feel the same way.
I'm not ready yet.
That's not why I'm here.
Well, what is it, Doc?
I've been informed that on her driver's license, Colleen designated herself as an organ donor. I don't know how you feel on this subject, but your daughter is young. Her organs are strong and healthy. It's just that her brain is no longer telling them to function.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never even thought of anything like this.
It's completely up to you, Mrs. Connolly. We can't carry out Colleen's wishes unless her next of kin approves.
Now I can tell Dad's sick.
How?
He's not trying to run the show.
Complaining that the bed is too soft.
Or that the nurse didn't bring him his dinner on time.
As annoyed as we get with him at times. I really can't wait till he's back to his old controlling self again.
Bossing us around.
Doctor, swear, please tell us you have good news.
Mr. Newman is officially on the national transplant list.
Oh, that's wonderful.
How long before they find a heart for him?
When an organ becomes available, the patients in the pool are compared to the donor. Factors like blood, tissue type, size of the organ, and urgency of the recipient, those are all considered.
It doesn't get more urgent than this.
Which is why I'm doing everything I can to have him moved up the list.
But
But there are over 100,000 people waiting for a transplant.
What does that mean for Victor?
I'm sorry, there are just no guarantees.